that news update to come film because there has been a man shot in a wheelchair. Police say he had a rifle and he pointed it at the officer, so the officer had no choice but to kill him. That's the training and policy. Let's just shoot first and cover later. And do whatever kind of lies. We've seen time and time again where officers said that there was a gun where there wasn't a gun in Austin shootings by police officers, officer-involved shootings, I call them, officer-involved murders. Mike Ramos is one that's pretty famous. They said he had a gun, didn't have a gun. They killed him, blew his brains all over his Toyota Prius in front of his girlfriend. And then the officers did life-saving measures after. They couldn't figure out why he wouldn't comply, and he wouldn't take his seatbelt off with his brains out. And then they got him out, cut his seatbelt, and found that his brains were all over those cars, so they pushed them back in his head and did life-saving measures. And they don't really know what they did wrong with that one. They were sued, and there was murder trials, and they got away with it. And then the same cop had murdered another doctor before that, Dr. De Silva, PhD, and Christopher Taylor was then charged with, I don't know, deadly conduct or something, not murder. But if you were to shoot a cop, it'd be murder. So there's not equal justice under the law, which is what do you call it? It's a guiding principle of having an open and free democratic republic. We're going to get some B-roll here in a second, so just to let you know, we don't have any details. We're assuming the person was a person who was disabled, a person who was brown or black or indigenous, but or possibly LGBTQIA+, but we don't have the details yet. 0281. (1087), unit number 8739. He's getting these so you can get dash cam if you need it. There's also a recording device inside of it. Let me get some B-roll over here first. 3097. An unmarked with license plate. Can't really read from this distance. Unmarked. There's some more over there. A lot of cops. Every time the cops kill somebody, they have a big cover-up operation that they do. They call it an investigation, but you already know how it is, for real. All right, I'm gonna set y'all up over here. I'm gonna get my equipment out. You can see mobile command station over there, some APD officers. So where was this person? On the bridge?
Like on the bridge, right?
On the bridge, so possibly a homeless person. We're not really sure. Could be a disabled person who's trying to be mobile. Mobility impaired person trying to be more mobile, trying to defend themselves. The police escalated into a murder, and here we are. That's what you need to know. The police always escalate into murder. Oops, sorry. And my tripod, and the police are trained to shoot in the middle of the chest and kill. All right, y'all. back in a sec, y'all. I'm gonna get some B-roll. I feel like I want to do with this. Still on. Living the dream, baby. Living the funny, not funny. YouTube is doing good with the latest updates. They can handle all that without having orientation timeouts. Errors. Used to be not so stable on the platform. This is impressive so far today. Not too orientation. How's the audio, y'all? APD does not want you seeing this. Oh, I was zoomed in already. That's where the person's dead at. There's no EMS. Crime scene's here. And their mobile unit. RV for cops. The cop RV. That's it. That's it. That's it. You know that, right? KView, Fox, KVT, don't matter how liberal they are. It's all controlled media. And they tell me so. They tell me, well, we can't, the police won't, you know, they won't tell us anything if we hold them down. Like, oh, whatever. I don't know what you guys do, but I know what side of history I'm going to be on. They'll do whatever. Be safe. Yeah, you can see it. You can see it. You can see it right there. See it? Yeah, there you go, girl. There's cops behind to your left. There's cops all over the place. Yeah. Yeah, I think it could be. I don't know. It could be. But it's not. We don't know for sure. One person's house person becomes a homeless person. Sometimes homeless people become house, so it's hard to like know what the reality of the adjective you're trying to use is sometimes. So that's why it's just a person in a wheelchair, apparently. So the city's really helping the homeless today. Apparently they've helped get rid of another homeless spur. All you haters. All you ones that thought you were voting for housing, this is what it looks like. They put people out on the streets, they kill them. We don't know if this person's homeless or not. We hope he's not. We wish he was alive. That's all that really matters. And the Austin Police Department has said this is their policy and training. They do nothing wrong. They're here to escalate. And I know that they're going to put out their narrative, and the problem with the police narrative is cops lie, especially APD, always promotes deception. As you can see here, there's on the left there's a wheelchair. That is where the man was killed. We don't know where his body is. It might be in this van, it might be, we don't know. There was a press conference earlier. This is only some of the cops. There's cops behind us. There's cops on the other side of the bridge. There's cops up and parked all around here. Because there's always going to be a lot of cops when they kill somebody. And it's hotter than blazes out here. And the city's got like 50,000 homeless, including veterans and disabled and women, men with no legs, deaf people, blind people, LGBTQIA people, all sorts of people are out here. A lot of people of color, disproportionately. And this is APD's solution. Escalate, 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 cover up, cover up, cover up, and there's always a gun, and they're always at risk. So public safety they talk about, when you say public safety for who? For the police. Public safety for the police. Police are safe and you're not, is what I mean. You're not safe from police, and until you guys start filming the police, you're not going to be safe. But hey, don't take it from me. Here they all come. Oh, 153 is in motion. All the cops are getting out of their cars. Is the investigation over? We don't see how much time. I don't see any other media here also. Media got their update and they're gone. That's a little sketchy, but Drive-by howdy. They're playing musical chairs over here. I don't know why they need both sides of the road. It's just a sidewalk. There's the crime scene over here on the northern side of William Cannon and Cannon League Drive, right here. There we go. Okay, y'all, sorry about that. My hand in the way. We are live. They are doing stuff with the wheelchair, looking around the wheelchair, trying to figure out if the bullets are going to match the story, and that kind of stuff. But apparently the person didn't shoot at them. He just pointed, and we don't even know if it was a BB gun. We don't know if there really was a gun. We can't really trust the police narrative because they've proven themselves untrustworthy time and time again. That's why. DWB 0800. I don't know where the body is. Any of that stuff. None of that. But they're doing their investigation.
Is that you?
Excuse me, sir.
That's good. We don't know what time this happened.
Watch your back.
We don't know what time this happened. We don't know. We can only make assumptions. The police story didn't tell us if the man survived, really. So we don't really know. Unit number 0153, 2 officers. 3097. Do they have people behind that corner? 879. I think we already got some of this B-roll. I'm not going to do B-roll quite. I did want to do some close-ups of the police vehicles. Do that on my trusty camcorder. Set it up right. B-rolls that I see in all these.
That's what it is. How are you, sir?
Yeah, just taking some B-roll. You know what time this happened?
The call came in at 13:55.
Okay. You know if he's dead?
What's that? I'm sorry?
The EMS took him somewhere?
I believe he was transported. Yes, sir.
So he's alive?
Did you talk to PIO?
I saw what they released. I didn't really say.
Yeah. I would defer you to PIO.
Okay. Who's
I
the
appreciate
PIO for this one? It was Lisa Davis, right? Herself.
Lisa Davis is the chief.
And yeah, that's who I saw on the video.
All right.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. They're looking up that pole down there halfway up the bridge. So this happened on a bridge here in Austin today about 1 p.m. There's a chance it was good chance it was a person that was disabled. Good chance it was a person of color. Good chance it was a person that was unhoused. Good chance of that. Cops are hamming it up over here, drinking their coffees from Starbucks.
Is it the gray one in the parking lot? The first floor?
I fully support the police and all their shootings. It's the greatest. They're the greatest police. Austin police regularly shoots a person of color, a person disabled, beats up somebody who's of color. So I fully support that. I'm filming it. I'm going to hold them transparent so that they can rejoice in all their shootings, because I know that they enjoy this. They say it's traumatic to shoot people, but we all know that it's easier every time. Easier every time. The department has shot hundreds of people, and it's just getting easier and easier. Most of them we don't hear about. This is just the tip of the iceberg. This type of stuff happens all the time. We hear that the homeless dogs, people's dogs are shot regularly. We've reported on that. The city's been hiding all this. Rest in power. I hope that there's justice for this. I hope that police learn something besides just shoot first. And good shit. Good video. Unfortunately. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But the cops did it again. You think he had a gun?
Yeah.
You see all those cones?
Mm-hmm.
You know what those are? Sometimes they have little stand-up cards. Those were the bullet cones. They have every bullet casing that dropped. They have a cone over it. That's how many times they shot him.
Oh.
Did they say that on the news?
I don't think so.
Now you know we're here. Put this shit on you. Put your face up in there. Put your ass in there.